Hey guys, so we're going to replace a burner that has gone bad in here. So earlier, I can't remember if I had posted a video about this, but the burner itself had gone bad. You'll be able to tell how a burner will break if the element here is actually physically broken. That's a great way to find out if that's actually done. Other times it'll be the wires inside the oven that actually do this. So what I did is I replaced it, and I didn't get one of the wires hooked onto the attachment the right way, and so it was loose, and over time it just kind of arced and came off, and then it caused carbon and then actually burned the wire. And I checked connectivity, continuity on this, and it works. So continuity is it allows the connection between the two pieces. Okay, so I'm going to install this into my oven, and I got to pull it out and show you, so it'll be a nice time for you guys to be able to see the back of the oven and how to get that out and all that. So let's get going. Okay, first step you want to do is make sure this power is unplugged, because if it's not, you're going to shock yourself and you could actually kill yourself doing this. So this power cable is located underneath, so you remove this. Set that aside, and then you're going to look right down here. So now we're just going to pull this out. It takes a little bit of elbow grease. So here's the oven pulled out. This is the back of the oven. Let's go ahead and get us a shot here, and I'll show you what I did so far. On the back here, what I did is this right here was the cable that went down through the firewall and attached to the burner. So what I did is I had to clip these off because the wires were just frayed and burned. Went and bought some replacements, got two of them, obviously 2 wires. You crimp on the receiver so you can plug your burner in. Then you strip the other side of the wire, and you get a couple of these twist ties. You strip this side, put them together, twist it on. It really is that simple. So then these will go down this way and go through the firewall into the oven, and you hook your element up and push it back through, and all this stuff just sits inside of here. So before it was like this, and you'd have to seriously work to get that element plugged in. So that's what caused it, so I couldn't get the element on there. So let's get this thing, start crimping. So now we've stripped this side with that. We'll just leave enough just to get into the outlet, because you don't want to expose too much so it arcs somewhere else. Now do these as well. Looks about 14 gauge. There we go. Give it a twist. Place them right beside each other, and then just shove that in there, and it will just jam them together. That's simple, guys. So then you just jam this back through there. There's no positive or negative. What you're doing is just completing the circuit. And this will be in there, and I'll show you from the other side. The way we got into this is we had this metal piece that was on the back, and all the screws go into the little areas here. And your unit might be different, not a big deal. If you have any questions on how to get it off or how to do stuff, take some pictures and post them onto YouTube down below here. And I'll try to answer them. I have no problem with that at all. Put your screws into tape, because you will lose these, because I took this apart last night trying to figure out what was wrong, and today we finally diagnosed it. And then let's put the back on. Alright, so now let's put this thing in there, and we'll install the element after that. Remember, if you have a glass top, you want to make sure you're careful when you put this in here, because this could just snap. So you just be gentle, move slow. So underneath this one, there are some little footies I don't know what they're called, these things, and they're going to raise it up. So I don't want to put too much weight on this right now because it's pushing up on the glass. So let's install those real quick. So here we got the foot, and this thing just kind of lifts it up a little bit. So you have to back it off, push it in, and then slowly bring it back down, taking that pressure off the glass at the top. And you'll feel pressure, and that's actually when it's up and off. So let's see how this pushes all the way back now. Push it back. Nice. And this one luckily fits in nice and square, so there's gaps on both sides. Then before I get done, I'm going to make sure those legs are all tight so there's no rocking and bouncing for this to break that glass top. Alright, now let's check those feet. All those look good. I checked them right before I started recording, so last thing we do is, now that everything's set up, let's install that burner and then we'll plug it back in. So make sure you know that's unplugged. Before we install on our, with that right there, remember this is a lot of volts, watts, I don't know, this can kill you. So you want to make sure you look down there, make sure it's unplugged so this unit's not connected to power. Then just double check. Old man told me this is how you do it. Once you know it's off, then you test it one last time before you stick your hands in it. So this is, you just cross these wires with a screwdriver. You know there's no arcing, take them, cross them. Yep, we're good. This power is off. So the only time you're ever going to do that is when you completely believe that it's totally off. If the unit's unplugged, it's going to be off. Alright, enough talking down to everybody. Y'all know how not to die, hopefully. So let's get this burner installed. So now that it's going to be a lot easier with this, we got the two pieces here. This is the one that's all messed up here. So we're going to just take these, and I have this all the way out here, so it's a lot easier for me to install this stuff. So all you're going to do is you're going to be pushing these things back on here. There's one. And then here's the other one we're going to do. Just make sure they're pushed all the way down in there. That way you know the attachment is secure. And that was my problem last time, is this thing shorted out and it died here rather than getting through here. Feed that back through. Now make sure when you set these up that these little feet are going to the bottom, because that holds it off your oven floor, and then it allows your install screws to go through the right places. So you got to get the right element for your oven. So let's get this thing put in. There we go. Now we put the screws in. There we go. So now that that's in, let's plug the unit in. So now let's test it. Bake. Put it up to 400 or thereabouts. Alright, turned on, that's good. Now we're going to watch to see what happens. Now I can smell it already. There's heat coming off of it. Now it's starting to smoke. There's a little grease I got with my hands on there. I think we fixed it. fixed it. You can too.